There we go. It's almost like a real podcast.
Eventually we'll get there.
What was that?
Hmm?
You know, when you turn 50, you have a hard time hearing things. I think you'll know what that's like now.
In 4 years.
So I brought goodies for a reason, not just because we're fat and we like goodies. It's usually why. But as you can see, we have a birthday boy with us today.
Remy, it's your birthday?
Should I bring him up here?
No.
I almost got him a hat for this.
I think we're both glad you didn't.
All right. Yeah. By the time you see this, it won't be his birthday anymore. But we are actually recording on your birthday. I think the last 2 times we've done some kind of birthday episode for you because they've fallen during the season.
That does track.
But we always
pretty
film.
Selfish.
We always film them like 3 weeks before his birthday. So this one is actually on it.
Except
and
we're filming on my birthday.
Yeah. So tarps off. Yeah. NC-17. So instead of talking about something stupid, let's talk about you and what it's like to be 50.
Well, first and foremost, I don't know because one of the two of us is 50 and the other one, who just had a birthday today, is not for another 4 years.
You're 54? I'm good at math.
Kingman education system coming in hot.
Coming in way hot. Okay. So I've brought you cake, SpongeBob theme, as it should be. And birthday boy's got gifts in a card, it looks like.
Fun fact, never seen SpongeBob.
Really? Yeah. Fun fact, SpongeBob has seen him though. Creepy.
Lots of videos on the internet.
Totally fits.
Dark web.
All right, let's start out.
Supposed to eat one of these things?
Yeah, here you go, dude. Happy birthday, brother.
Wait, am I supposed to eat that or eat that?
We'll eat them together. If you want to eat it, you can eat anytime you want. You're the birthday boy.
I don't even have a proper name. My name is simply co-host.
Yeah. Co-host. And I wasn't sure, should I split it and keep it as one word? Might be the best card I've ever found in my life, though.
Oh, my God.
It's
Here's the thing.
It's sex on paper, dude.
Slangers, he's not wrong. You guys can all have your George Clooney and your Noah Wileys, but Anthony Edwards is the pure sex from ER, thanks to a little movie I like to call Top Gun.
He is. He was the first Noah. Who, by the way, we're watching season 2 of The Pit.
Mm-hmm. He's really good at those shows.
Oh my God. Noah Wiley might just be the greatest doctor actor of all times.
Am I gonna hate this?
A little bit. You'll hate it and love it at the same time.
Oh God! Why?
He's all choked up, dude. I didn't know I was gonna make you cry, dude.
Why? Why does it have metal teeth?
Because he's the Fug Life Fuggler.
How does it make sound?
That one doesn't make sound. He doesn't fart or nothing. He just wears his shark stuff and tries to tell everybody he's not gay. But look at we're matching.
He looks like Sully.
He does look a little bit Sully, but he's close to your shark colors.
He also looks like Sully if Sully was high, like super high, so high,
so high. So if I figure.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's in. You know how hard it was to find this?
Probably not that hard. It looks like a dog scarf.
God, I hate having a smart co-host. Fucking thinks he knows it all.
I do think I know it all.
Anyways, happy birthday! Welcome to the show. Hang out with your slang out. Another year, another gray hair.
I did see one today.
I see one right there in the beard.
No, the beard ones have been coming in for a while. I saw one in my hair, and it was really concerning. I'm not old enough for that shit.
Where? Oh, you mean up there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to Hang Out with Your Slang Out, where Dan's still not funny.
And Matt is finally a 50. Catch you on the other side.
Oh.
Birthday boy. Can I have one of these?
Yeah.
Okay. Does the birthday boy want me to throw out a word, or do you want to choose?
Well,
you got to choose.
and he's a klutz.
He's cute though.
No, I thought that I would throw out a word.
Okay.
One, because it's my birthday and I fucking deserve it.
Mm-hmm. I did find something kind of fun though that you might want to look at before you pick your word.
I don't think so.
Urban Dictionary has a list of birthday words.
I'm sure it does. We can do another one if you want to do another one. I don't care. But the point
You only get one birthday, dude.
No,
You only turn 50 once.
that's true. So we have 4 more of these to do.
Don't watch me eat this.
Oh God. Normally you got to pay extra for that. With the closing of the Winter Olympics.
Okay.
For my entire life, I have only wanted to see the United States men's hockey team
here we go.
Win gold. I was born the day after the last time we won gold, which is crazy.
Were you?
Yes, the day after. We won gold on February 24th, 1980.
Holy crap. No way.
Yeah. So
That's pretty cool.
So I've never been alive for us winning the gold medal. I'm going to tell you, it left a little to be desired. Something about me I didn't feel the same way that I thought I was going to.
Uh-huh.
Maybe that has to do with a certain someone. I don't know. Probably.
That was a pretty good.
It turns out in hindsight, I was much happier that the women's team won than the men's team won.
Yeah, that really turned pretty quick, didn't it? He went from like the greatest feeling in the world,
super good vibes, to wait, these vibes suck.
Yeah.
There were still good vibes, like
Amy Poehler's podcast. No, it's Good Hang.
Yeah, it's Good Hang.
Yeah.
No, because like was still excited to win, but even then, like when we won, I watched the whole thing and I was like, yeah, yay. I still didn't know if I felt it. And then they trotted out Johnny Goodrow's jersey, who's the guy that died in an accident a year and a half ago, something like that. That definitely would have been on this team.
Yeah.
Brought out his kids for the team picture and everything, and I got a little teared up. I was like, that's awesome. Like,
you're just a big softie, dude.
Then a guy that should be worried about a missing person that is huge national news was seen
cracked out of his mind,
chugging Mick Ultras in the locker room with the boys, and like having been in a fraternity. So he just looked like that guy that you probably had to take because he had a friend that was cool,
or he had money,
or a
connection so you can get out of jail.
I know he doesn't have an optometrist because like that needs to be fixed. He also definitely bought that USA sweatshirt or sweater or whatever it was from Baby Gap, which was awesome. Like he looked like a breakfast sausage with the letters USA on it. It was gross.
Thankfully, I only saw.
I'm just excited on a personal level that some of my tax dollars were used to contribute to him being there for that instead of doing any of the work he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And then if that wasn't bad enough, then, I don't know, they get a phone call inviting them to the State of the Union because that's a normal thing to invite a winning team to a State of the Union address. While also miraculously in the same breath disparaging the women's team because they're simply women.
Someone pointed out too, if you look at their stats for the Olympics, they're the most consecutive winning U.S. team in any sport for anything. Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah, women's hockey is to hockey what the women's soccer team is to soccer.
Okay, yeah, that's a good.
They remind us that the men really aren't that good. And every situation like this needs a hero.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that this was going to be the hero. I don't know if you've seen this story this week, but the one and only Flava Flav offered to host the women's hockey team and then expanded it to like, I think all just women athletes that were Olympic competitors for the
He
US
gets it.
To party in Vegas, I think this weekend.
Are we going?
I don't know, maybe. But then
Flavor Flav, we're like,
then companies back jumped on that. So like Alaska Airlines is flying them all out. Lyft is giving them free rides to and from every event that they want.
Nice.
Like they're showing that they're still like good parts and good companies that
I feel like those
don't need to necessarily bend the knee in every situation and are willing to do the things that are right just to be right.
It's been nice to finally see the other side. Feel strong enough to finally start standing up again because it's been missed. But so
this is getting there. So
it's a long drive, dude.
Yeah, well, buckle in. But then
are we there yet?
I realized part of the reason that I also wasn't excited is because two of the like figureheads of the hockey team are the Kachuk brothers. Now, when their dad was playing,
I was going to ask you about them, but I don't know if we're going to put that in the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to put it in the podcast.
Okay.
When their dad was playing way back when, I actually liked him a lot. He was a stellar power forward, seemed like a stand-up dude, whatever. I don't know if he like fucked goats or what the deal is, but his offspring are walking nightmares, and especially Brady. And so,
is he the one who lost the teeth, or is it the other?
No, that's the Hughes brothers. The Hughes brothers are fine. I'm
getting them all mixed up. Yeah.
But no, Brady and what's the other one's name? Matthew. Of course it is. Kachuk are the two terrible ones.
Goat fucker.
Right. But Brady especially, like, you just look at him and you're like, man, it is so nice that they did this Make-A-Wish for him. And
is Make-A-Wish the word?
No, it's not the word.
Close.
It's basically everything I'm doing right now. We'll get to it in a second. But if you've ever seen a picture of Brady and a picture, now you know I don't like this movie, The Goonies. If you've seen a picture of Brady and a picture of Sloth side by side, you would understand that maybe it's possible that Keith somehow had sex with Sloth's mom.
Oh my God.
Because there's just separated birth, baby. And so I was thinking to myself, I wonder if during the course of a game in the NHL or during this tournament or any other tournament that he's been in that he doesn't deserve to be at because he's really sort of mid. But he has a famous last name and his brother's really good.
We've done the word mid. We can't do it.
No. I wonder if anybody has mentioned to him his resemblance to Sloth. And that got me to thinking about the word for basically hurling insults at each other on the ice during a hockey game.
Oh, I know this. Why don't give it to me?
Chirp. And so I figured with the closing of the Olympic ceremonies, with all the hockey going on, with getting back into the National Hockey League season, what better time than to throw out I think it's our second official hockey slang term.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And the birthday boy wants it. The birthday boy gets it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 50. He's not going to be around much longer. So.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. See? Okay. So it's Chirp?
Yes.
Like a bird?
Yes.
Like a Twitter account?
No.
That's what it used to be. It's called chirping.
Was it called chirping?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Cool. So do you have it officially looked up?
Oh, why would I do that? I was too busy looking.
No. You're the birthday boy. Put your stuff. Your phone's not good here.
You brought your device today?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Look at that. And it's even within reach. See, look at all those words you could have done. Skirk. These are all birthday words, dude. Womb eviction day.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. All right. Chirp. Officially on the Urban Dictionary, which is kind of our Bible. Well, it's been in the past. It hasn't been our Bible lately. It's been a little.
Yeah, there's less like Sodom and Gomorrah to it, but it's kind of our Bible.
Chirp. This is what you are doing when you insult someone. You are chirping them. Did you see Fabian chirping that guy about his mom? I mean, we could come up with a little better example than that. That was all right, but
but it kind of lends to it. Like you remember in the late 80s, early 90s, mom jokes were all the rage.
No, I'm barely 40, so I wasn't around by then.
Bro.
Big lie.
Yeah.
I kind of remember that.
So, that would have been its own style of chirping. And there were some pretty good mom jokes out there.
To talk down, insult, or straight out downgrade another person's capacity to live or perform an activity. Commonly used on sporting fields, schoolyard bust-ups, or between friends.
Chirp the shit out of you.
Yeah, we get paid to chirp. The next one's from 2005 as well, from Cameron. To boast, to brag, to put others down and talk oneself up in an arrogant way. He chirped all day long but couldn't deliver the goods. So that almost feels like, I don't want to say it's more positive than like putting the guy down. That's like you're being braggadocious and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same the other way around. It's being cocky more than it's talking down the other person. But a natural progression of being cocky is talking the other person down. So
I've always used it as this one. Chirp, a short squeal emitted from the tires when launching a car or changing gears. Vin Diesel.
good Vin Diesel moment.
No. Oh, did he finally die?
No.
He's been waiting for that. I thought maybe he got his wish for his birthday.
No, I saw a thing the other day, and I don't know if it happened recently or it just happened to show up in my timeline, but he was the person who walked out Paul Walker's daughter for her wedding, and I thought that was very sweet. I still hate him.
Is he marrying her?
Maybe.
Okay, so when's the last time you chirped somebody besides me?
Ooh, good question. I want to say I don't do it very much, but I probably do.
It's part of your. It's just
it's part of my DNA. It is definitely like
mm-hmm.
for somebody with a dry sense of humor, it's sort of an easy thing to do. Sadly, it's also very easy for morons to do, but they're just not as good at it. It doesn't deliver.
Why'd you look at me?
What? No, I probably chirp my coworkers quite a bit.
Yeah, but I think
maybe the random guest or two.
But I think once you get comfortable with them, it's just on. It's just part of you.
Oh yeah,
that's what's going to happen when you work with this Yahoo.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. At least as far as the hockey side of it's concerned, is yes, a lot of chirping goes on, but it's mostly out of like mutual respect.
Yeah,
like I will talk shit on you because I know you can take it, and we'll throw hands, and then we'll hug after the game.
That's normally something I would align with, like guys, guy talk or guys. That's just your boys. You put each other down. Right. But I've come to find that I think women do that a lot more than we think, or we don't give them credit for it. Like they bust each other's balls just as much as guys do.
Right. Just less balls involved. But yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of maybe a scenario or something with the last time I chirped somebody. Your version of it. Besides you. I mean, I've been chirping him all day about being 50, and
it's not really chirping if it's stupid.
Chirping can be stupid. Proof.
Said the person who stupidly chirped.
Proof.
Did you ever chirp anybody when like Jaden was playing soccer competitively?
In between games, because I filmed everything he did, and it gave me access to be places where typically a parent wouldn't be. But yeah. So like I would get access to be like on the sidelines or like with the coach, or on the field where I'm not supposed to be because I was filming and all that stuff. And something that used to bug me were the parents that were like, I guess it's getting really bad now, even though it's kind of always been, but I guess it's getting to a point where they're talking about kicking parents out from games altogether. But I'm all for rooting for your team, but when you're putting your 2 cents in, and it's the last thing your kid needs to hear in that moment, that's the coach's job.
Right.
And every coach my son has had has always gotten better or been more higher end. So the last thing I want to do is step on that guy's toes, because that's what he's there for. So in the moment, other than a few incidents, I was always dead quiet. That because I'm recording, and the last thing you need is me breathing or cussing or saying something. Yeah. Because I learned that early on. A few early games, you'd hear me like, oh man, oh God. And then it's like, I can't use that footage later unless I drop all the stuff out. But there was one incident that's standing out when my son played a team from Japan. He had an international tournament. It's like the biggest one in the US, or second biggest one. It's in Vegas. So they did a warm-up thing, and they scheduled his coach scheduled it with this other coach from Japan. So he played Team Japan. And those boys showed up to like knock some heads. They were good, quick, small team, but
very ninja-like.
A little bit. They cleated my son in the face when he was going down to save a ball. Like he did the follow through where it's like, oh, I'll step on him now and kick him in the face, though I don't need to. I can just completely get out of his way. No. And then it turns out ended up breaking his nose in that moment. Because he got up and he had cleat marks on his face. He was physically bleeding and everything. We didn't realize his nose was broken until later. But in that moment, I was still a dad. And there was a whole lot of cussing going on. Not because they're from Japan. I mean, we played a lot of U.S. teams like from, California and stuff that were not fun to play.
Yeah. If you could pick like 3 people that you'd really like to chirp.
It's too easy. There's too many. I could probably take 30 of them right now.
But I'm asking you to pick 3.
Okay, I'm going to pick 3. but I'm gonna keep it not political because I'd pick those in a heartbeat.
Okay.
And those were so easy. So I've been on this kick lately. So number one on my list is obviously the lead singer to Third Eye Blind.
Unbelievable.
I chirped the hell out of that
Stephen
guy.
Hawkins did nothing to you. Neither did Stephen Hawking. Like, because if you tried to chirp Stephen Hawking, like he would fucking ruin you.
Would
His
he?
insults would be so smart.
No, but I'd probably walk away by the time they came out.
Who's your next one? Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, Beekman.
I love Bill Nye.
Yeah, everybody loves.
You think I'm just gonna pick smart guys?
Well, you pick Stephen Hawking
From Third Eye Blind. He's not that smart.
Stephen Hawkins. Okay. Go ahead. Who's your next one?
Next one is my co-host, apparently. No. Yeah, honestly, the Third Eye Blind thing, it's been a running joke in the last few episodes. So I just thought I don't know. I feel like I don't have hate in my heart anymore. I'm a beautiful soul. That's not true. Because I really hate the lead singer to Third Eye Blind.
Who the hell are you?
Huh? When you get to 50, you'll see.
No, I think
you're so close to death.
I think the problem is you're trying to think of three that aren't political, and all the ones you're thinking of are political
because they've just earned it. Well, I mean,
some of them could be political, but that's not their career.
Yeah. Okay. So that when he's being political, but he's an easy target, Kid Rock, which is hard to deal with. Let me figure somebody out that's not.
Man, he is like literally the best looking Alabama lesbian I have ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my God. He was never good looking though. He was always a spud.
He was. But at least also his music was terrible.
I feel like you got one in the chamber. So you jump on this, give me one or two of yours, and I'm gonna let this one marinate because I want to find somebody that's got nothing to do with any of the political environment.
Okay.
Because I know I used to really have people that was like, ugh. You mentioned one earlier. Vin Diesel gets to me sometimes. But he's not the top of the list.
Yeah, but I just feel like if I chirped him, he wouldn't understand it anyway.
That's half the fun.
I just chirped him right now.
Yeah, boom.
Hope he doesn't want to be on the show.
That chirp deserves a cupcake, my friend.
I don't want another cupcake.
In my mouth.
Okay, great. Would you like a peanut? One, and it's going to be horribly specific.
Shit, it's me.
Is Dan
fucking hate that guy.
Man, that guy sucks.
Yeah.
And this one I kind of did in real life too, but I doubt that he ever saw it. So back in 2019, the Sharks were in the playoffs against Vegas. Okay. And it was game 7, so winner take all game, and they had gotten down 4-1, I think. And there was this penalty that was committed and ended up being a 5-minute major. And anytime there's a 5-minute major, you get to keep scoring goals until the 5 minutes is over. I mean, if you can. And normally if somebody gets a 5-minute major, like maybe the other team scores 2 goals.
Okay.
That's like a really good outcome because it's hard. The Sharks proceeded to score 4 goals in that 5 minutes to take the lead 5-4. Vegas ended up tying it later, and then the Sharks won in overtime. But post game, one of their players, Jonathan Marchessault, complained so badly about that call and how it changed the game, blah, blah, blah. And so I actually went on to the NHL.com website and went to build a jersey. And so I built a Vegas jersey with his number 81. And instead of his last name, I put the last name of Sour Grapes.
Oh my God. That is so.
And then I screenshotted it and posted it for social media to see.
So petty.
It didn't even need to be petty. We won. I was so over the whining because that can happen to anybody. Like I had gone through so many years of losing on a bad call or what. Like that's sports. It just is.
It's hard. It is. It's really hard to take when you love it.
As much as I give shit to referees, and I've probably chirped them quite a bit in my life.
Okay.
They have a hard job. It's not easy to get every call right. Yeah. Now, mind you, they did get this call right. But it's not easy for them to get every call right. And, you know, in hockey especially, it seems like there's very much a calls based on the moment in time of the game. Like if you're late in a playoff game, or especially late in a playoff game, late in a playoff series.
Yeah.
Sometimes they let you get away with a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just because they don't want to be the thing that makes the difference, but whatever. They earned it, and it was funny.
The Knights thing, it's making sense now because I think when I first started getting to know you and found out you were into hockey, I thought maybe the Knights, since they were so close, this is before I knew about the San Jose Shark thing, I just assumed you would be a fan of them. And it's been red hot hate for them from the beginning. And now I'm starting to get a little context because we never discussed that too much.
I've hated a lot of teams in my life because that's what sports is. You have your team and then the team that you hate because of that team, or multiple teams you
Dallas
hate because of
Cowboys.
Sure. And they are right up there. And I probably could pick somebody off of their team that I would like to chirp as well. But yeah, nothing burns red hot fire in my heart more than my hatred for the Vegas Golden Knights. They put on a good show.
Yeah.
They have a wonderful arena. I definitely go to games there.
Yeah.
I hate them so much.
Well, that inspired me because if we go sports, there's tons. I really have a hatred for Isaiah Thomas. And the more I learn about him, it's like, oh, I was right. Like,
which is funny because out of all the players in NBA history, he's probably top 5 in best chirpers.
Yeah. And he's a fantastic player, but he's a little prick. And the more I learn about him, the more I realize what a prick he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously,
it's funny you say that because Reggie Miller would be on my list.
Hell of a chirp. But he seems like a decent guy, though. Yeah. Isaiah didn't seem like a decent guy.
That's just because he's on TV now. He's not.
You think that's it? Yeah, he's awkward, though. And then obviously, I would chirp the shit out of Tom Brady. And it seems like he's going to be on TV all the time now.
He's a big part of the 49ers documentary on AMC.
I know. I haven't started watching it because the first thing they show is him. I'm like, get him off the screen. Show Joe Montana first thing. Period. That was like a question mark or something. Can one of my picks be like a fictional character?
Tom Brady's only hope was to be a 40. Go ahead. Yeah.
We can?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then this is right up there with the lead singer of Third Eye Blind. That son of a bitch, Rodimus Prime. Hot Rod, if you will.
Go ahead. Try to defend this. Or you'll probably be just
Transformer fans, they get it, right? They're on the 40th anniversary of the movie Transformers. The Transformers, the movie, or whatever it's called. It doesn't make any sense. And it's called the Apology Tour because they have to apologize for that character who is internationally hated.
That's not what the Apology Tour is about.
Yeah, because they broke our heart when they killed Prime.
That's what the Apology Tour is about.
And then they put that rat sack.
That part has nothing to do with the Apology
in there.
Tour.
You bring it, Rodimus. He's hated. He was hated on a TV show. He's hated in the comics. He's a whiny little. He's the Tom Brady of Transformers.
No, he's not.
Yeah, because he hasn't succeeded. So he's more of the
hasn't succeeded. He had the touch.
Look how hot I got over a cartoon.
Yeah,
character.
So stupid. Like I can see feeling that way.
I mean, I didn't print up a jersey that said "you suck" on it and show it to him.
I can. You know what I bet.
Prim died.
I want to. This is important to me. I want to know if Optimus Prime, knowing Optimus Prime died, who did you want to take his place instead of
Too soon, dude?
Too soon. It's been 40 years.
So if you watch that, and if you were deep buried into that app, or if you're acclimated to the whole Transformers thing, Ultra Magnus, the one they try to hand it off to, and it turns out he's the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Well, if you know his history, Ultra Magnus was.
So now you're saying that you don't believe in the fucking Sword in the Stone.
That it picked.
Yeah.
No, these douchebags at Hasbro.
The Matrix of Power picks.
No, they made his toy and they were like, we got to make this guy the thing. And everybody wanted Ultra Magnus. And Ultra Magnus.
Here's the thing. If they were going to make, let's really get into it. If they were going to make.
You're not going to win this.
Yes, I am. If they were going to make Hot Rod the thing.
Then, I mean, Judd Nelson? Come on.
Then when.
Ferris Bueller's right there.
First of all, he was the actor of the time. Second of all.
What?
They were
Michael J. Fox.
So they took him, and when he got power, he turned into a glorified station wagon.
True.
Like, let's really talk about that. Like, that means something had to choose him because nothing would choose anything that turned into a station wagon.
Well, I mean, you could say it looks a little bit like a
Winnebago.
No, it looks a little bit like a Tesla truck.
No.
Yeah. Into the microphone. They can't hear you being wrong.
Yes, Dan.
You are right, sir. You are correct.
You know who said that?
What are you talking about? You're my Ed to my Johnny this whole goddamn time.
There's no way you are Johnny Carson.
Well,
there's also
I'm not Jay
no way
Leno.
I would be cool enough to host Star Search. That's a good point.
Now that I think about it, there was some pedo vibes going on at Star Search.
Oh, absolutely.
God damn you, Ed McMahon. God rest his soul. God rest his horny soul.
I was thinking of somebody that I would like to chirp, and then
Well, you get the final chirp. So let's get the final chirp.
Yeah, but you got me going on Hot Rod. Now I don't know that I got one.
Because it's a pretty good one. Am I right? My boys out there.
It'd be fun to chirp Paul Skeens about Livy Dunn. What's it like for your girlfriend to be more famous than you when you're the most talented pitcher on earth?
Well, when he's a Dodger, it'll change.
No.
What are you talking about? He can actually...
They'll chirp him even more.
You think so?
Yes.
No, he can level up his love life game then. He can come out and be happy.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
He can what and be happy?
Come out. You got a problem with him being gay?
I don't, but you're going to out him on our podcast?
Yeah. That's a hell of a chirp right there, right?
It's not a chirp. We're going to get canceled.
Yeah, but it'd be a fun ride if he canceled us.
I think it'd be fun to chirp Arnett.
Oh, I couldn't.
I'd get crushed, but it'd be fun to do it.
He wouldn't even have to learn our names to crush us. Like he could crush us.
Of course he wouldn't. He hasn't learned anybody's name yet.
That's true. Oh shit! Here we go.
Coming for you, Arnett.
Oh, we need some more because this is gonna be the clip I put out there.
The only problem is I would really need to have Bateman on my side on that one because he has a lifetime of chirping back and forth with him. That
we're only gonna get Bateman if Bateman is kind of like respecting us in the first place. If we just come for Arnett, them two are gonna gang up on us.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And we will die. We will physically be killed.
But that's what I'm saying is I need Bateman's help. I can't do it alone.
I don't think anybody could. When Will Arnett's on fire, there's nobody quicker. Like he's brutal.
But that's mostly true. But I will say in defense of Bateman, again, trying to get Bateman on my side is one thing that really like characterizes our comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say our comedy, like his comedy and like what I could pretend to be comedy
mm-hmm.
is the dry sense of humor, where if you do it just right, your chirps can be so cutting because it takes 30 seconds before the other person understands that they've been chirped.
Yeah, and you're already on to the next stage of it.
Right.
Yeah. I'd like to chirp Jesus Christ every now and then.
Come on.
Perfect way to end this.
Why would you do that?
Why?
You know what I don't want to do? I want to actually team up with Jesus to chirp the people that use his name and don't.
You're talking about God or the guy that serves tacos at Taco Spot?
No, that's Jesus Cristo.
It's Cristo?
Jesus Cristobal. Yeah.
I really, honestly, I would chirp the shit out of Jesus.
No, you wouldn't.
I would because
he wouldn't talk back because
he's not real.
We are so
man. We went for political stuff. We went for Epstein, and we're finishing with God.
Why don't you just say that you don't want to do the podcast anymore? I don't know why you're trying to get us canceled.
Huh? You're the one that triggered everybody with the way you ate that cupcake.
You ate the cupcake in a weird way, you weirdo.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, birthday boy, you got your cupcakes. You got your Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
that's all he needed. I think.
Now all I need is my one wish.
Where did your Fugler go?
He's over here.
Fug life.
And now I need my one wish, and that wish is for all of our viewers to go out and chirp someone.
But subscribe to us first. You can chirp us in our comment section.
Yeah, we'd love to be chirped.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'd love it, but
I would.
All right. I mean, I did go after Jesus, so bring it on, man. Chirp on.
Yeah. So find us on Hangout Slang Out on your socials.
Mm-hmm.
And email us at hangoutslangout@gmail.com.
And what should they do with that like button?
They should hit it once if they like us. If you don't like what you saw, hit that button twice. Yeah,
that's how the algorithms work. You have to hit the button twice.
Yeah.
I didn't make that up.
It's just so that they see your like twice as much or dislike twice as much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You figured they would just have like a dislike button, but no, that's not how it works. So whatever.
Wait. No, that's what they do. They have to hit the dislike button twice.
No. Don't do that. We'll chirp the shit out of you.
Shit, we ruined it.
But as always, I'm Dan the Man.
I'm birthday Matt.
You are birthday man. You can be whatever you want. It's your birthday.
I'm a pretty princess.
He is a pretty princess with his steed right here.
All right, slangers. Dan, Matt, Anthony Edwards. We out.
Let us know if we should bring him back next week.
I think he's talking about Anthony Edwards, but just to be safe, let him know that he should bring me back next week.
Awesome. All right. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Happy birthday. Should we kiss?
No.
Dolce, Don Cup.
It's like watching the Black Knight get his legs and arms chopped off in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that makes, what does that make him when you lose your arms and legs?
It depends. Is he on land or on the sea?
What? He's like a manatee or something?
No, but if he's lying down, he's bat.
And if he's in the sea, he's
I don't remember. There's one for it. I don't remember what it is. I do know that if you find a cow with no legs, then it's ground beef.
Oh, here we go. We already did the dad joke thing.
The Jad Dokes.
The Jad Dokes. Ooh, band name. Yeah. We're having a good band name.
Hey, slangers. Thanks for watching. Do me a solid. Click on one of these boxes that pops up on the screen. It helps the podcast, and maybe one day gives these clowns enough money to buy me some pants. Smell you later, slingers.